Today we're gonna make buttermilk biscuits. These biscuits are buttery, flaky, and delicious. So first what I'm gonna do is whisk together 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, and to this I'm also going to add 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and I'm actually going to make my own baking powder today. You can use the kind that you get at the store, but I find that the additives in those can lend a kind of metallic flavor. It's super easy to make your own, so that's what I'm going to do today. So here I have 3/4 of a teaspoon baking soda, and to that I'm going to add 1.5 teaspoons of cream of tartar. So now I'll blend this up. So now I've blended my baking powder, and I'll measure out 2 teaspoons. Alright, so I have all my dry ingredients in the bowl. I'm going to give it a good whisk. To my dry ingredients, I'm going to add 8 tablespoons of ice cold cubed butter. It's really important that this butter is super cold because this is what's going to end up producing those yummy flaky layers in the biscuits. Now I'm going to work this in with a pastry blender. You can also use your hands for this if you don't have a pastry blender. If you do that, I suggest using your fingertips to work the butter into the flour because the butter won't melt as easily as if you would use your whole palms. So I'm going to work the butter into the flour mixture until the smallest pieces look like breadcrumbs and the largest pieces are sort of pea-sized. This will take about 5 minutes. Alright, so I've got my butter and my flour mixture blended the way I want it. So it looks like this. And everything is icy cold. In the process of blending it, if you feel like your butter is melting, just throw it in the freezer. Alright, now I'm going to make a well in the center of my flour mixture. And to that I'm going to add 3/4 of a cup of buttermilk that's also icy cold. Alright, so I'm just going to blend this until just combined. So folding it in. Alright, now I'm going to turn my dough out onto my lightly floured surface. I'm just going to sort of press it into a little rectangle here. And then I'm going to fold it in over itself. Then I'll rotate it, press it out a little bit again, and fold it. And turn it one more time, fold it. And we'll pat it out into a rectangle. Okay, I'm going to roll this out to about 1 inch thick. Alright, so we've got our dough rolled out, and you can see there are little pieces of butter throughout, and that's a good sign for those flaky layers. So now you can take your biscuit cutter or a glass if you don't have a biscuit cutter and cut out your biscuits. Just press straight down. I heard that twisting a cutter can prevent your biscuits from rising because it kind of seals the edges, so I'm pushing straight down. So I've got my biscuits cut out, and now I'm just putting them on a pan lined with parchment paper. So I have these dough scraps, and I'm going to put them back together. These biscuits I found that you make from the scraps don't rise as well, and they're a little bit tougher, but it's a shame to waste this yummy dough, so I'm just going to make about 2 more. So working quickly, I'm going to press my thumb into the tops of each biscuit. This helps them rise evenly. And now I'm going to brush them with a little bit more buttermilk. Alright, now I'm going to put these into a preheated 425-degree oven until the tops are golden brown, about 15 minutes. I like my biscuits fresh from the oven with a pat of butter. For something a little sweeter, toss some sliced berries or stone fruit with a little sugar and a splash of vanilla extract. Spread 2 biscuit halves with your favorite jam or honey, then layer the biscuits with the fruit and some fluffy ricotta cheese.